Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone. Today we will be discussing the topic of differentiation. I am Aisha Maisarah binti Ma'ruf.
I am Nur Ain binti Muhammad Fazil.
And I am Wanur Ahlami binti Wan Yusuf.
To start off our discussion, I will be first giving a definition of differentiation. Is the process of finding the derivative or the rate of change of a function. To be clearer, at a given point on a curve, the gradient of the curve is gradient of its tangent. So what we would do is we would differentiate the function of the point to find the derivative, or in other words, the gradient function, and then we can find the gradient itself. This is one of the earliest first introduced to differentiation.
Thank you for the informative definition, Aisha. So, how would you apply differentiation in your daily life?
Good question. Of course, we will be applying differentiation a lot in our daily lives. Aside from the obvious reason, because we learn mathematics, we also use it in other subjects such as chemistry. In physics, an example of the application of differentiation would be when we are finding velocity. Without the help of a formula, you would know to differentiate displacement back to time to find velocity. And when you differentiate the equation again, you can get acceleration. On the other hand, in chemistry, we use differentiation to find the rate of change in reaction, where we measure the change in concentration of the reactant and so on. So I believe we can easily apply differentiation in our daily lives just as a student itself. Why do you think we need differentiation in our daily lives?
Mathematics is a methodical application of matter. With that being said, I would like to give an example with the study of geology, in which geologists use differentiation to find the heat flow of the substances in the earth. It is crucial for them as they need to have the overview of the Earth's temperature, whether the heat flow is at average or the heat is increasing significantly, as it is very concerning. As we know, we are threatened by the climate change. It is their job to keep track on this matter, so if there's something significant happened, they can warn us early to take an immediate action to control or overcome the matter. So, Alhami, what are some examples of the use of differentiation in our daily lives?
Thank you, Irene, for the question. Like what Aisha mentioned, in chemistry, a differentiation is a compound that is derived from a similar compound by a chemical reaction. A chemical derivative may be used to facilitate analysis. For example, melting point. Analysis can assist in identification of many organic compounds. Differentiation also used when you want to find the concentration of an element in a product. Differentiation is used to calculate rate of reaction and compressibility in chemistry. Next, I also use differentiation in my biology. The population of a colony of plants or animal or bacteria or humans is often described by an equation involving a rate of change. This is called a differential equation. For instance, if there is a plenty of food and there are no predators, the population will grow in proportion to how many are already there. dp over dt equal to rp, where r is a constant. What does everyone else think? What are other examples can you give?
Example that I can give is differentiation we can use differentiation to find the maximum and minimum values of a particular function, such as when we want to find the maximum coset.
In another hand, in the study of seismology, they use differentiation to find the range of magnitudes of the earthquake using the wave propagation equation. Alami, how has differentiation helped you in real-life problems?
Differentiation helped me in real life to check the temperature variation and to determine the speed or distance covered, such as mile per hour, kilometer per hour, and exactly. Derivatives are used to derive many equations in physics, and the study of seismology like to find the range of magnitude of the earthquake. Most common use of derivative is finding maximum and minimum values of a function. One might wish to calculate maximum profit, minimum loss for his business.
Those are very good points, Alami. How about you, Ain? When are you ever going to use differentiation?
Good question, Aisha. For me, if I have a driving license, I'll drive the car whenever I'm at home. With the application of differentiation, I use them to estimate my value of displacement, velocity, acceleration, and deceleration before going out somewhere. It saves me a lot of time before I start my journey, as I can see what my journey is going to look like, so that I can have a better time management of the other things ahead of me. I can be punctual because I already estimated my time using differentiation as I'll reach my destination according to the acceleration that I'll set to put on my car.
So after this discussion, I think we can reach a conclusion. Differentiation is constantly used in everyday life to help measure how much something is changing. They are used by the government in population censuses, various types of sciences, and even in economics. Knowing how to use derivative, when to use them, and how to apply them in everyday life can be a crucial part of any profession. So learning early is always a good thing. What are your final thought about the discussion?
That's right, Alami. I agree with you. I believe differentiation is very important in our daily lives, with its application ranging from academic to work-related uses. Therefore, what the use of differentiation has contributed to our lives.
Well, for me, I strongly agree with both of you that differentiation is very important in our daily lives. It really helps us in various ways of our life.
That's the end of our discussion, and that's all.
Right, thank you.